Okay, I'm still starting up. Those who read the chat, there was a 3D print I needed to wait on. Said it would only take 3/4 of an hour, and it took about an hour and a half. So I still need to send all my messages. Okay, Penny's on as well. Right, my socials. Luckily I have a simple tab and I can just one click and open the entire social media stuff. Yes, my location is exposed. So I'm having my annual, winter vacation. By the looks of it, tomorrow I can finish book 5. May even order an ISBN and then finish it up on Thursday so I can order test prints. And I'm going to order stock for Eternity 1 as well. I did find back a box completely filled to the brim with Eternity 1 first print, so those are going to be on sale. Good, you'll have a holiday as well. I don't need this right now. Great, that was a bit too much. You can go over here. I'll continue 3D printing tomorrow. I'm currently printing the February items. You can go. You're not needed. You're not needed. And you are needed. Tomorrow I'll finish book 5. And if I have time left, I'll probably sketch 2 images designs that are planned for 2024. And then I would have everything sketched. When it comes to digitizing it, I'm about halfway the year. And what you can't see off screen, because privacy and all, is that I'm posting on social media. So you might just get a pop-up. I'll start probably first day. Depends on how much time I need on my business administration, or how much time groceries need, if I sleep in, and how much time book creation takes, because you still need to recalculate the cover and all that. But I plan on starting cleaning up the prints on Thursday. Might become Friday, because ordering the books is priority, and then the designs of January get priority with painting. I'm currently on Mastodon making a message. Just at Facebook. Post. Here's the post button for Blue Sky. It's mostly copy paste, so it goes fast. You just have to do it. And there's no automation present for me just yet. Of course, Saturday and Sunday will be Fantasy Fest. And then the Monday, probably painting. Because that doesn't take, that isn't that labor intensive. Posted on Blue Sky. And the last one is X, formerly known as Twitter. Okay, that's all the social media done. Gathering thoughts. So I do know I'm a bit late to the party today. Oh good. I forgot to take along my sketchbook, but I already took pictures of the images. You have a lot of things to do as well. Yeah. Maybe I'll get up a bit early so that I can order my book. I mean, it's not that much anymore that I know where what needs to be done. I am a bit experienced with it, but it's always being careful, not making any mistakes, not forgetting to put in the ISBN inside the book on 2 places, by the way. I need to write that down. I write that down in here. There we go. So if I'm done quickly with the penny, which I hope. Vladimir is climbing on everything again. And because I made a small mistake with the cables, I had to put my space heater on top of something. And he almost tossed it off. I had a sketch for this. I managed to free up a little space heater for in my micro studio. So I've got permanent heating over there. Well, I still have the central heating, but I don't want to use that because of, well, that needs a lot of time to warm up. And by that time I'll probably be gone. Also, hydrate. Seriously. If there's a little spot, he climbs on it. I've only been on day 2, or actually 3, because I already had Friday the day off. Can't even remember what I did Friday, but I think I was resting. Right. I was waiting for a package to arrive and it didn't come. I'm not bitter about it. Eventually it came up Monday. I got a message that it was going to be delivered on Thursday. So I was like, okay, let's plan today so I can figure things out, what I'm going to do today. And then when I was just ready to leave, I received a message, oh wait, we're gonna come today. Haha. And for those who wonder, Penny is ambidexter. Or ambidextrous. And that has nothing to do with me having to remember which hand she's writing with. And you don't have to be ambidextrous just to cosplay. I know you want to be true to the character, but I will forgive you if you do only things with one hand. We'll just pretend that she has an ouchie on that other hand and can't use it for that day. Though it might be smart to become ambidextrous just for the future. Right. Let's make a window and let's try to make it a bit more perspective. It's not that cold, so it is possible to have your window open. Let's lock it so I won't draw on the wrong page, on the wrong layer. But yeah, as for my 3D printing project, at least I forgot to do the guidelines here. The digitizing phase is well quite far, almost done. 3D printing, well, I think I can do about half a month, so 2 designs a day. So yes, that means I might not be able to finish printing it before. Well, I certainly won't be able to finish printing before my staycation is over. So it might not even be for this year, but well, I'm already in February, and I think I'm gonna finish February tomorrow. And the things I need to digitize currently are mostly the zodiac and a few of the last week. But currently the 3D printing goes fine. Also, I have the Sailor Moon stained glass design, and I'm not gonna print it at full size. I'm just gonna print it smaller because it would take about the shampoo one took about 12 hours or something like that. I'm sorry, that's I don't have time for that big projects. There are a few bigger projects I want to create. And hello to you, new stranger. Feel free to stay, even if the comic is in Dutch, we talk English. And translations are offered if needed. So yeah, my stream count, my stream hours are really up this vacation or staycation. And I packaged everything for Fantasy Fest today. Not everything. I mean, I still have a few things at home. For example, the 3D cutting designs. Those are just for the 3D paper craft, so don't worry, it's not for the 3D printing project. That's for next year. Bring a car. I'm sorry, I do not understand what you're referring to. Or do you mean I have to get a car for you with the cannolis in side? Ah, well, I did plan to go there on the Friday because they have a Black Friday sale. And then they have an offer, so I want to see if the car is included in that offer. It's 20 euros for 6 cannolis, and they have different tastes like vanilla, chocolate. It's all alcohol free, but it is not sugar free. And if they have if they still have cars, because I only go there if they have cars, they should have one in white, dark blue, red, and yellow. So if you have a preference, please let us know. Red or dark blue, okay. And are there things you are allergic for, or are there things you really don't like as a taste? No allergies, okay. I don't feel there is a cream filling. That's because there are cannolis. Let's see. Or is cannelloni? No, cannolis. A wafer with almond and then cream filling. And there are a lot of their, well, they have about 13 tastes. I'm gonna write down your request, by the way, before I forgot. I did plan to get one for a family member who's hosting a party. And they should stay good for at least a few days. I don't... Is this the right way to hold the phone if you grab it from the side? No, this is not correct. Well, they are pointing inwards, but I think the phone needs to be like this. And then That place also has sugar-free chocolates. So those in chat probably already know who I got them from. And they're really luxurious chocolates, I have heard. In tastes they haven't tasted before, so they just are like, these are new tastes. I need to get used to this. That's a bit too small of a shoulder. But yeah, it's a specialty store and it shows. I do need to check what time they open, probably around 10. And I'm assuming people are not going to run to there on a Friday morning to get cannolis. Let's see, they are on Insta and I follow them on Insta. Got a new follower on Insta. Oh, hello. That's the one in the chat, the new one. Now to see if I can, because they don't have a website, they have an Insta. They don't have the opening. Oh wait, here you can see the different tastes. But I was hoping to find opening times. Friday 10. They open at 10. Well, it's an old post, but I'm assuming they remain at 10. And this is the little car with the cannolis. They filled it way too much. There can only fit 6 in here. So. Yeah, Belgian truffles? I sincerely doubt it. But I found out I'm not much fan of bonbons. I usually just don't like the taste. But my love and I really enjoyed the cannolis. We shared one each time. Okay, this is a lovely hand, but it's way too low. I sound strange with an echo. I only have one microphone on. Is it possible you have 2 screens open? See, double screen. Need to follow the line. And yes, Penny holds her pen wonky because she is mid-writing, so she's stopping to with writing. And I myself hold my pen wonky as well, because they didn't pay attention to that in elementary school. And whenever I try to hold my pen right nowadays, I get cramps. So yeah, if you see the 3D printer running next few days, I won't be present. I'm just keeping using Restream to keep an eye on it from a distance. Knocking on wood, thus far nothing failed. My prints take about 1 to 2 hours depending on the file. But it is a way to get a sneak preview. Before I forget, sending another message to people who are, well, currently are in chat, but some things are private. Okay, let's see. First, we're going to make our little box. Right. That's not how things work. Slightly higher. Okay. And yes, she has a sliding window. Not very common in the Netherlands. We usually have those windows you can have a little space open at the top. Kantelkiepramen. I don't need that much of a planning box. We had a full house with with 6, but we're back to 5 again. I did draw a few of the zodiacs off screen, and I made recordings of that, which will be uploaded as speed paints. And because of that choice, those speed paints, I can now offer a video twice a week until the end of the year. Okay, which one did I miss? Just do it at 80 for here, and then 100 back again. Oh, I still have my sidebar on. There we go. That's going to be hand colored. By the way, for my 3Dprint files, I am giving STLs, so people can decide for themselves which size they want. I know some people give print ready files, so you don't have a choice on how big. But I figured, well, it's not like you can use it to omit things and create your own file and then use it. Oh, I forgot to delete a little part. So first we need to delete it from the top layer. And then from the bottom layer. Seems I missed a little spot. Time to hydrate. I am quite excited for my 3D printing project. I hope other people will like it as well. I mean, I expect at least the freebies to be downloaded a few times. And even if people don't really like it, I at least get standees of all my characters. The Pokemon images I will turn into magnets, just to limit space, because standees take a lot more space. I could turn my characters into magnets as well, but window's going to be yellowish. Curtains are going to be greenish, soft greenish. Nope, wrong one. And our planning box goes out of the window, and then the wall. Do I already have this? Managed to find some scans of a stone wall, so while that loads, I can copy this for some shading or highlights, because that one's what we're having right now. Oh, it seems I miss a part of Penny's arm. First do some highlights. I mean, my stock paper hasn't been completely loaded anyway, so. Recently I got the question, why don't you take requests for art? And I'm like, I wish I had the time for that. I mean, I'm working on my novel, I'm working on a 3D printing project. If I had a time, I would probably take requests. Well, at least her arm is attached to her body again. Okay, this has been loaded, more or less. Don't think it's in this set. It's a lovely brick paper wall, so lovely paper brick wall. Not in this set. I have about 2,000 images left to sort. It says everything is loaded, and when I open the file, it's not loaded. Oh, those are my fabrics, so it should be near here. I thought I was done with scanning and that I could continue with scanning my art, but nope. Found 4 large and 4 small books of paper again that I can scan. So it's probably somewhere around here. And the numbering isn't that easy, it's just mishmash. Oh wait, here it is. I think this is it. Yep. So first what we're going to do is we're gonna copy this. Then we're going to make a new layer. Just fill it whatever way we please. Then we're gonna copy this. It's way too much, I know. We're clipping it to the layer below. First of all, we're gonna make it a lot smaller. decent sized bricks. Okay. And then we're going to transform it. No, that's the wrong transform. Perspective. I don't think this is the right one. I don't think I need perspective. I think I need skew. See, that works already a lot better. Trying to align the bricks. I think this is as good as I'm gonna get it. Yep. And now the other backgrounds. That's just plain color. I also read a statement yesterday that modern comics don't really have backgrounds anymore. It's mostly easy fill. And I'm like, yeah, that is kind of right. Oh, seems I forgot a bit, but I'll do that afterwards. First aid and me. Yeah, it's more minimalistic. I don't really think it distracts that much of the comic. It really depends, of course. But sometimes a comic that has fully backgrounds in every frame feels a bit too busy. So I'm not really against the minimalistic, so you can focus more on the characters and their expressions. And then you save the big backgrounds for the important parts or the spreads. And by putting the thing here, it not only feels as the last thing that's happening in the frame, but you also distract a bit of the wonky arm. So I'm absolutely not doing it on purpose. Why do you ask? I also had a delivery today. We are going to be at your place between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait for that. The other one was an important package, so I had to wait for that. But the ones that were today were like, nah. Otherwise, I'll just pick it up from the post office. But it arrived in time. Well, I have a few on the way again. Okay, you guys can go text check. And the things I have on the way are mostly supplies for the micro studio. So you guys will be seeing it eventually on stream. At least I am doubting right now, so. And thank you all for the text checks. Let's see. Things that still need to be shipped is Micro Studio, Tiny Gift, Micro Studio, and on its way are Micro Studio, Micro Studio, Micro Studio, Micro Studio, Micro Studio, Micro Studio, present for myself, Micro Studio, present, and Micro Studio, and another gift. So it's a mixed bag with me. And I'm assuming most will come somewhere next week. Oh, good. There was one that was starting doubting if that would ever come, but things changed. Ooh, customs clearance complete. And it seems that things are going to be put into one bag as well. Yeah. So it's not important things. Right. Everybody's been okay with this comic. First we're gonna save it. Then we're gonna web it. And then we're gonna restart it because I already saw that memory was full. I'm completely kind of run out of energy. I don't care about free trials. I just want to do my stuff. 21st. How's this? Thank you. Glad I managed to save it successfully. That's one. Meanwhile, hydrate. Okay. 2 okays. 3 okays. And the 4th one I'll be waiting for my Dutch editor. So that means I still have a little bit of time to do star signs. And where did... Okay, that's also been approved, that's nice. That's fire sign. Let's first enlarge this one. We're first going to do Leo, and if we have time left, we're going to do Virgo. Okay, thank you. It took a while for it to... So I need to minimize this. Oh, that's the wrong layer. Wrong layer! Why does this file have wrong layers? Anyway, need to minimize this because otherwise it won't print right. I can't wait to start coloring the zodiac because then I can use glitter, shine. I have to be careful to make it not too glittery, but and I'm not going to do the facial markings. And that's simply because it would be too detailed. I try to clean up Aquarius, the print. Okay, this face is very wonky. The mouth broke off. It's something you can easily paste back, but it is something you need to be careful of. That's better. That's better. I can use gold for these big earrings. I can use rhinestones because I have plenty of rhinestones. I also made a file for halfway the year. If people only want to get the coins, and I decided I will only do the coins in there that are not free to download. I mean, if you want the other ones that are free to download, you can download them separately. So that means the Pokemon coins will not be in that set. I thought that made more sense. And Leo is inspired by African tribes. Not a specific tribe, just a accumulation of all the tribes. And give it a fantasy setting. Because I doubt that African tribes from origin, they probably know now about it, had the zodiac signs, which is, I believe, a more Roman invention. If they did have it, I apologize, but I haven't looked into it. Okay, now the eyes. Different program, different buttons. A lot are still the same, but not everything. I really like Leo's face. So adorable. And if you know me, I'm not very proud of my own art. But Leo is adorable. Then reference layer. Found out that Clip Studio Paint has a reference layer setting. And while it isn't foolproof, it does make things a lot easier. Does it help if I put these off? No, doesn't help. And the star sign Cancer, or lobster as we call it in Dutch, is inspired by the Japan pop culture. And Aquarius, for some reason, even though it doesn't look like it, always made me think Norway. Norway or Sweden. Pisces is Greek goddesses or Oceana. Aries is well, it is a bit African, but I don't really have a country in mind, or had a country in mind. Okay, so this is Leo, and I find her absolutely adorable. Don't care if you don't, but I find her adorable. Leo. There we go. I'll do the conversion later on. Virgo, Spanish. Somehow Spanish-like. Right, and I needed to make the eyes bigger. Yes, that was the note to myself, make the eyes bigger. Well then. First of all, we're going to save it. And they're going to be released in the month where they appear in first. And since Virgo is an earth sign. Right, so her eyes needed to be bigger. And if people want to put little gems on there, they can do so themselves. Need to make the braids slightly bigger, or slightly, because otherwise they won't print nicely and it will be unstable. Virgo was the first one that broke away from the mold of the previous designs. Others were just facing forward or maybe slightly 3/4 view, but Virgo was the first one to break away. Because I'm learning as well how to design these things. And hopefully with Fantasy Village I'm having at least Aquarius and Pisces done. Pisces. I always try to pronounce it the Latin way, because I had a teacher and they were very strict about Latin pronunciation. And maybe I'll have a painted one for sale over there. And maybe a do-it-yourself, but I don't think I'll get to do-it-yourself that quickly. I first want to focus on printing my own and then see how people respond to it, and perhaps then get maybe one of each design in stock. But it will be a lot cheaper for people who already have a 3D printer to just do it themselves. Unless they can't or don't want to paint. Yeah, you barely see the feet, but If you want to turn it into a standee, you might need to melt a little bit off the bottom to make it stable. If you want to turn it into a keychain, you don't have to do that. If you want to turn it into a magnet, you don't have to do that. But I'm assuming that people who will turn this into a standee will think about such details. Oops, that's a bit too much. That's indeed better with bigger eyes. Reference layer. She's a green alien now. But yeah, I managed to print pieces today. So if you want to try and see how she looks, you might want to look at the beginning of my 3D printing stream today. And it took about 2.5, 3 hours. But you'll see her when I clean up the image. Okay, so this is Virgo. Still don't really like that face that much. Looks like she has a very, very long neck. So first of all, we're saving it. Oh, spam! I'm getting spam on Skype again. Ooh, I'm getting popular with the Chinese conversations on Skype. Delete conversation. Okay. So, first of all, we need to fix the eyes, but okay. Then oh, that's already a lot better. And this can just be this color. That's okay. Now we need to return to the eyes because I need to fix this. I sincerely doubt the machine will see this for and then they leave a gap, but I just don't want to risk it. So that's little Virgo. Yes, but I want to save her as PNG. Save as. Okay. Then, how I want my big privacy bar back on. Then I want the conversion page. I want it on a separate page. So first we're going to do Leo. Oh, wait. I was wondering why nothing was happening. Well, if you don't click anything, nothing happens. Okay, extrude. I always get the wrong one the first try anyway. Yep. Which is also quite interesting. It's just not what I'm looking for. I need to remember the figures are on setting white. The coins are on standing black. Maybe the B from bottom. Okay, let's see how does this work. Okay, the crown looks good. For as far as I can see. Did the eyebrows. Sometimes it doesn't do the eyebrows. Okay, this looks pretty nice. I can't zoom in too much because then it'll be out of view. Wait, full screen. It doesn't help. Well, it does help a bit. Anyway, download. Then we're getting a pop-up for commercial. Yep. And convert another. And we're going to do Virgo. And no, I don't care for the commercials. I don't believe they're true. Okay. Wait, it did the layer with the eyes. It did the layer with the eyes. I have no idea why, but it did it. It did the braid nicely. Or braids, actually. Okay, it's looking fine. Oh, it sees this mouth part is open. Well, then I'm coloring it darker. We don't want empty spaces as mouths. Mouths, not mouse. Okay. And this is why we always check it. Where's the side? Where's the side? And that's why I always test print it. But I have quite a good success rate at the moment. Okay. And the mouth is closed. And I'm not worried that these parts will be missed. Most 3D printers can't have such thin lines anyway. Okay, so that's Virgo. Also done. Let's download her as well. So, that's plenty for me for today. That was a stream about 1 hour and 40 minutes. So, tomorrow is probably beginning preparing for test print book 5. I could do my business administration tomorrow as well. I could also do my groceries tomorrow. Because if I do my groceries tomorrow, then I have more time for my book on first day. So how about I move my first day to Wednesday? So there might not be a craft stream on first day if I focus completely on my book. And if I do have time left, then I'll do a craft stream, and otherwise I'll probably stream on Friday. Because I still have my staycation. Well, let's close this page anyway, because this doesn't look very cheerful without the commercials. Thank you for joining me. And I'll be seeing you later then. Bye bye.